With challenges of population growth, the need to address sustainable development has become a global priority. Access to renewable sources of energy is a fundamental answer to this problem, and leaders of all nations are in the position to encourage and influence energy policies and legislation in their respective countries to aid in this urgent matter. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association of the UK, the United Nations Development Programme, and the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago hosted the Caribbean Regional Workshop in Port of Spain from December 7th to 10th, 2015. This collaborative effort sought to empower regional leaders in an effort to achieve sustainable development goals and provide them with tools needed to make an impact on a national level. During the workshop, interviews were conducted with some of the participants to capture their views of the roles of parliamentarians in the successful implementation and achievement of SDGs. Matthew Offord. What are the main opportunities and challenges the Caribbean currently faces in terms of energy and sustainable development?
As many people would expect, the Caribbean has one great opportunity for sustainable energy development, and that is sunlight. It has a great deal of sunlight all through the year. But one of the challenges as well it also faces is that in terms of renewables, solar energy is very expensive. This means that those people that can afford solar renewables can do so, but those people who are less able to, through the amount of income that they have, are still required to get their energy from the grid. And that means that, in effect, those people on the grid are paying a high proportion of their income upon energy. And so there is both an opportunity and also a great negative that we certainly need to overcome to ensure that people in this part of the world, in the Caribbean, can actually afford renewable energy.
How do you envisage the role of parliamentarians with regard to the SDGs?
I think what's so important about this conference is it gives people who work as legislatures, people who are involved in Parliament, the opportunity to discuss the issue with others. That means not only people in different parliaments and different assemblies, but also to discuss it with NGOs and other organisations who are able to come forward with information that may not be readily available to them. And so it really is an opportunity for people to discuss the problems they face in their country, to devise a tailored approach to ensure that they can provide an energy supply, a secure energy supply, that is not only affordable to the people that they represent, but is one that will continue to function in many years to come. And that's why it's so important that this conference is going ahead, simply for the reason that it gives us an opportunity that isn't readily apparent, especially to small parliaments and assemblies.
What are your expectations from the workshop?
Well, my expectation is that I see how people are trying to provide a secure and sustainable energy supply within their various countries. We've not only heard a lot from parliamentarians themselves, but also we've had some interesting discussions from NGOs, how they're aiding very small democracies, very small parliaments, in many cases taking on multinational companies and providing not only the information, but also an ability to ensure that these multinationals don't actually take advantage of the small economies of scale that we find in very small countries.
Final thoughts.
I hope that the conference leads us to some conclusions, probably not a final conclusion, but leads us to some conclusions that we can work upon to ensure that people in very small countries can punch above their weight in terms of their electorate, the people that support them, the people that they work on their behalf, to ensure that they have a better future, not only contributing towards the elimination and reduction of climate change, but also ensure that there is an affordability in their energy supply that may not be available currently.